I was raped on 2 occasions in prison. I was taken out from the reception cell. Then we went to the office where I saw the prisoner and the warden had a talk. I don't know what they were talking about, but on the return to me, they took my stuff and then I was locked up in the cell where the prisoner was. It was during the evening time. He came to my bed, he smacked me awake. I woke up, then he told me to keep quiet, to get down from the bed. As I was getting down, I saw a blade in his hand. Then tell me to pull down my pants. If I make any noise, he's going to cut me with it. Then he said that he don't mind doing another 10 years for me because he's already there for another murder. I got scared, I didn't know what to do, and then as he was penetrating me, it was very sore. My mind just went blank, just wishing that everything could finish, that everything could be over. After he finished, he told me to pull up my pants, which I did, and then it ordered me to go to bed. I went to the toilets, I vomited, I started crying. The second time it happened was on Valentine's Day. I will never, ever, ever, ever believe in Valentine anymore. Valentine's is a very special day for everyone, especially if you are married, you got kids, you're a family man, you're a man of love, like I used to be. On the 15th, I couldn't take it anymore. I went to tell the wardens about it. At the same time, the perpetrator entered the room. The wardens chased him out. With new courage, I told the wardens what happened and they took me to the hospital. While in hospital, my parents came to visit. The warden stood behind my parents, he shook his head with his fingers over his lips, waving his head, telling me not to tell my parents what had happened. And I felt like running away. The doctor couldn't inspect me in the first hospital because there wasn't a repeat available, so they took me to another hospital where they did inspection and my parents found out. The doctor told my parents what had happened. Coming back from hospital, I was taken to a safety section where I should have been in the first place. But I never received counseling. My calls were traced, letters to my parents never sent. With the stress, anxiety and depression, I tried to kill myself. On the day of my release, I felt excited, I felt free. So much so that my parents went first to the beach where I had the time of my life, stayed there until late. Upon my release, I met with a lawyer and we laid the charges against the DCS. He investigated and found the truth. Almost 10 years later, I won the case. I was promised things would be better screening of prisoners, better counseling, better health care. But I know, up until today, they have done nothing. For the future, I want to be my old self again. I want to look my kids in the eyes and tell them the truth, what had happened. And I want the full support of my family and my kids. I think everything needs to change in the prisons. You go to prison, they say it's a place for rehabilitation. And when you come out of prison, you must be a better person. You must have a new look in life. You mustn't go back to crime. I think that they must be more aware. They must listen more to us. You mustn't feel scared to go to them. They must stop corruption. If they know about a warden that is corrupt, kick him out of the system. I would tell a person, go for help, try to find help. There is people out there that wants to help. Get some counseling. The more I talk about it, the more relaxed I become. If you're struggling to tell your parents, tell them straight out what happened. I know that they won't reject you. They'll support you more, they'll love you more. I feel like everyday normal person. There is just some few issues I'm struggling with, but I'm trying to stay ahead in my mind and all of that.